gym a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. Today, a friendly or perhaps not so friendly battle in the Yellowhammer State that will resonate from the Tennessee River Valley to the Wiregrass. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. First down for this offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Takes his shot. Makes the grab. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally...
How about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive and we're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive, coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Huff. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Fires to the big fella. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
On the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Huff. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Alabama quickly back to the line. He's back to throw on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Haynes. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive
Involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. The give from the gun. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Jacksonville State 7, Alabama 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They're going to ride this running back.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
The DBs will back off a bit. Running to the left. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the 1st half. They'll try to get it in with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. The run from the shotgun. Snowed under by the defense.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right, got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. The give. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Huff. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
It's incomplete. Now, 4th down.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. Now from inside the red zone. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
Well, the quarterback let his target too much on that outbreaking route. I think in the future, just trying to put it on his front shoulder makes it a lot easier to make the catch.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Quickly complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Offense facing 4th down.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
10, Alabama 8.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Leaves it with the back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Brings up second
The give to the tailback. Across the 25, he's got room. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Run in the red zone, it's Miller. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
tackle is made.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The offense will have to use its first time.
Alabama.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown tie! They take the lead with the 6.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Huff. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Catch in the middle, it's Vaughn. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, that's a great job working through his progression. The first guy he wanted to throw to wasn't open. He was able to kind of get through it. And lo and behold, there's a guy wide open. Nobody near him. It's a big play for the offense.
The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Alabama 15-10.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Throwing right. Makes a connection. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down. Grabs it in the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Huff. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Gamecock. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Critical juncture of the game late, and you're trying to find your best one-on-one matchup to take advantage of. Of course, it's the tight end. With his size, his wingspan, and his athleticism, really good decision by the quarterback at a crucial juncture in this game.
He's looking to throw. Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense...
Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. These corners going to give them some space. Miller with the ball. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On second down, just keeps firing. Got it behind the line. It's Miller. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They move on top here in the 4th.
Number 26.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To throw, it's Huff. Finds his big tight end. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
They make the stop after the catch. He's still some work to do to pick up that first down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. With the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Alabama, 22.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. He wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Looking for more room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. What a great job going out under the lights, big-time stage against a ranked opponent, and really putting their A game out there on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast.